Good evening, and welcome. My name is Avakri. I am a Kalashtar. I'm not normally here for All Hallows Eve, but for this special occasion, I think I came here for you. I have a suspicion that fate brought us together. Would you like me to read your fortune? Don't be shy. I don't bite unless you're into that. What brings you here for the fall festival? I see. Well, before I cut your deck, why don't I get you something to drink? This goblet was a gift from a very dear friend of mine. I hope you enjoy. I have apple cider here. If that's all right, of course. There you are. I'll just set that here for whenever you're ready for it. Now, let's get out the deck that I'm planning on using for your reading. I keep my tarot card deck separate. Those for visitors and those for myself. I think that keeping in the things we do and the things that we are, these are the things that must stay separate. What was that? Yes, I suppose I am a little strange. I come from a very faraway land called Adar. There are many people like me in Adar, but not many people like me here. Yes, Adar is a lovely place. It's beautiful at this time of year. I miss it a great deal. But when the world's at stake, you go where you must. Well, let's get started on that fortune of yours. This is the Ace of Wands. It represents your past, where you were, where you used to be, what grounds you, and what roots you. The Ace of Wands represents new beginnings. How fitting, then, that it's the first card we've drawn tonight. In the past, you were vibrant and enthusiastic. You struck out on adventures. You were open to new things. Does this sound like you? What do you think you were like as a child? Let me see. I suppose as a child, well, Kalashtar don't really have childhoods. They are born with the emotional development of adults and the cognitive abilities. It's only our bodies that must age. Yes, learning to breathe was quite an experience. I don't remember it too well though, but I remember it vaguely. I get asked that a lot. Your next card. This represents your present. It is the Six of Swords. Swords traditionally represent conflict and change and resistance to that change. Are there any changes in your life you're currently resistant to? You see this dragon here, perched atop the swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Resistance to change. Change can be hard. And, well, the world's not an easy place right now, I understand. I can understand why you might be stuck on a choice of some kind. That would be a difficult choice for me too. This card represents what will guide you, help you, and lead you true. This is the Page. The Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles traditionally represents a person or a great event. Represents a young man or a child who is responsible, grounded, earthy, practical. Perhaps you know someone like that. I see. It might also represent an event, though. Something that has changed in your life. Something that will bring you peace and stability. The opportunity to invest in the long term. That's what the pentacles represent. Earthly wealth. Concrete deeds. This card is what will misguide you, mislead you, will lead you falsely and astray from the path that you are meant to follow. It is what is hindering you from keeping you, and keeping you from being your true self. Major Arcana number 15, one of the strongest of cards. This is the Devil. You can see him here, chained in flames. But this is not necessarily to say that some great, evil, devilish, fiendish being will rise up from Kyber and snatch you away. No, this is to say that some sort of earthly desire is tempting you. Some sort of addiction, some sort of call, something you've fallen prey to in the past. It is leading you astray. It's misguiding you. The Arcana don't typically represent people, but rather forces too great for us to comprehend. Or rather, something we don't want to comprehend. Are there any forces in your life right now like that? Alright, you're right. The way things are, I doubt there are many people who aren't facing some sort of difficult to comprehend disaster. But have faith. For this card represents your future. This is the Queen of Wands. She represents someone proud, someone creative, someone passionate about their world, about their life. Typically it represents a woman, but sometimes it just represents our more emotional side. This is where you're going. What does that mean to you? I see. The queens, they are the second most powerful in the minor arcana. It seems as if, should you be able to keep a level head and take advantage of the events that the world will prepare for you, you will succeed at whatever it is you want to do. I know, that can sound vague and only vaguely encouraging. But the arcana are not meant to be interpreted as fact. They're merely here for you to reflect on what it is you might truly, truly desire. You must take charge of your life for yourself. You cannot rely on these cards, no matter how much power may be invested in them. Yes. I think you should do that too. Well, thank you for coming in today. It was a pleasure to meet you. Yes, absolutely. You don't need to tip me. Fate, after all, has brought us together. And if fate so sees it, you will find your way to repay me. Alright. Good night. Good night. Good night. Be safe.